Hello there. After birds are not real, the Earth is flat and stationary, the utmost dumbest claim I have ever heard is that the moon is a hologram. Then I really wonder what sort of ants are eating someone's brain to let him talk so stupid. This is an old video by Paulo Poca, and very conveniently, the stupid starts right away.
So NASA put out a picture today which proves beyond any doubt that I have been correct in not only telling you the moon's projection, but also the source of the projection from the projector, whose name is Satellite Dave J.
Stop it right there. I did some digging, and found it is a picture taken in 2014 from the International Space Station. It is labeled ISS 040E012015D. One of the Expedition 40 crew members photographed this image on June 14, 2014. European Space Agency astronaut Alexander Gerst, in a tweeted message on June 15, identified the sprinkle of light in the upper right-hand corner of the photo as the launch of a Russian satellite. When we scroll down, the only comment is from a Dave J. This must be this satellite J.O. Poca was mumbling about. It reads, that is the moon projection with its projection light source. Here is the video to explain how NASA is fooling people about space. I know NASA. Cheers. The so-called moon is just an illusion. And there is a YouTube link, but when we click it, it is no longer available. What could be the reason of that? Right? When I look at his channel, he seems to be a music producer, but these thumbnails show another channel. Space is water, what a surprise. This also is a treasure chest of stupid. The gift that keeps on giving. Back to Paulo Poca's mumbling. I have sped this up a little, because in contrary to popular beliefs, I do need to sleep. Also there is a limit to the amount of stupidity I can take in a day. He keeps rambling of a projection that all is photoshopped, that it cannot be a Russian rocket, blah blah blah. I have just one question. If the moon is a projection, why can't we see your projector all the time? So, according to these two dimwits, the moon is a holographic projection. There is a huge problem with this. I wonder if these people that call so many things in their insane conspiracy theories, holograms, even know what they are. Perhaps they confuse it with 3D effects on big advertisement screens, or the holodeck on the Enterprise of Star Trek: The Next Generation. The truth is, with current technology, these kinds of holographic projections where you can walk around or interact with, are far, very far, in the future. Suppose NASA projects the moon in space with a projector. How was that done in the thousands of years in history? What were the great painters of the 17th century seeing in the sky? Now, let us go back to that amazing bulletin board. It really looks like the Cyclops reaches outside the building, right? It is very realistic, but this is no hologram. It is a very advanced 3D LED screen, that is in a way part of the building wall, as you can see here. The Cyclops seems to reach outside the screen frame, but what you see is only a part of the complete screen lighting up. A part of the building is visible in the lower side of the screen. And that creates the amazing 3D effect. With our technology, we can only simulate a real-life looking hologram. These two guys seem to be on stage performing their song, right? In fact, they are in the UK, and what you see is a projection of them on a stage in the USA. What happens is, the performance is registered with a camera in a video studio, and live-streamed to a projector at the receiving stage. To put it in a way that even conspiracy dimwits can understand, the image is projected on a mirror that shines it onto a very thin sheet of mylar, like plexiglass but much thinner. That is basically all there is to it. So in ancient times, the dark overlords of the universe, better known as NASA, only needed to put an enormous projector and giant sheet of mylar in space, that would stay working for all times, just to fool the little humans on Earth. That does not sound insane at all, right? I think it is simpler to see the moon for what it is, a big rocky ball in space and orbiting our planet. Here you see an experimental hologram with Cortana, the voice of Microsoft Windows. This also has screens under an angle of 45 degrees. This way the figurine appears to be in the center. Cortana, do I need my raincoat this afternoon?
The forecast forecast shows sun with a high of 87 and a low of 68.
I never go outside anyway. Still, this is very small, and as you can see, the room has to be dark to even see it. If we want to upscale it, we need a bigger rig. And we need to go bigger than a single miler screen. The bouncing of a mirror stays the same, but now it goes to a special 3-layered polymetric foil of just 25,000 of an inch thick. This foil is tensioned across of a stage, at the 45-degree angle we already have seen. For a lifelike size, ideally, this requires a minimum footprint of 9 square meters and a height of 3 meters to show full-size human figures. What you're seeing now is a reflected image which is so true and realistic to the original it has become known as a virtual image. Or as I like to call it, a hologram simulation. Many people perceive what they are saying now as a 3D hologram. This idea in fact is based on a mid-19th century visual effect known as Pepper's ghost showing, an optical illusion to fake ghost apparitions. This seems to be all fine and dandy, but as you can see it only works in the dark. A moon-sized hologram? I think it is easier to just construct a moon and get it over with. Somehow I get the feeling there already is a conspiracy theory about that. So, a fully visible hologram in daylight is straight up impossible. I doubt if any hologram dimwit will ever watch this video, but if they do, even the dumbest among them must admit by now that their conviction is a delusion. And now, I want to introduce you to a distant relative of mine, Hatsune Miku. She is the first, and largest, singing hologram simulation that ever toured the world.